Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pap Culture. We are here at Cape Town Station for another part. I think what's part 2, part 3, part something. The next part of our 90% hashtag local, part segment. So we're talking about public transport. Now we're gonna take a taxi ride instead of a ride along. It's a taxi ride along. So just take along, watch us as we ride along in a taxi. Okay, so we're gonna mention our 3 heights, like literal woes about public transport, and then our 3 like utmost likes. Okay, I'm gonna go first. Cool. The one thing I hate is like when it's weather like this, guys, and no one opens the windows. Like or on a summer day, and no one was like, I'm like, babes, the oxygen is
and then the windows are like misty, and you're just like,
it's foggy.
We're inhaling fumes that.
And in winter, we all know that we're all getting sick, so we're all coughing, and it's like the same. I'm gonna leave the taxi with the virus now, because I was fine before I came through, but now okay, 1, 2, ukbala imali. I hate it.
But hold on. Do you feel like it's really that bad? Because I mean, we do have our taxi conductors.
Not everywhere.
Okay.
Because like in Durban, only some places will have. And then if, like you were saying, if it's a 50 cents, 5.50, and then it's a 3. Then mabeba
together
4, and then so mabeba 3, and then it's. I don't want to do that. I just want to have a ride. I want to get to where I want to go. I just don't want to think about that. Last one. I think it's gotta be 4 Maslalsan. I hate it. I hate it. I don't have small thighs. I don't want you to make me feel like I have fat thighs. So anytime it's like, I'll do it.
Look, babes, they have to make as much money as possible in one trip.
I'm trying to come in between the profit. I just don't want you body shaming me in the process. That's all I'm saying.
My dislikes: 1, the fluctuating prices. I'm never understanding, because first of all, I get that every new year there's a new pricing, right? But I just never understand how for example from Claremont to here will be 8.50. Mara sometimes ebusuku, not even ebusuku, before I get when it's 7 o'clock it goes to 10 rand. Mara at like 10 to next thing saying 10 rand.
But I don't understand, when you're paying 10 rand, are you paying for extra security or like what? What's the
This is really hard. I paid 850 to come.
Yes, you come. From where you pay 50? From Weinberg? From Claremont.
I'm not going to Weinberg.
It doesn't matter, Stenen. From Roundabout to Stenen. That's 7 rand to Mulberry. Past Mulberry, Roundabout to Stenen.
Please don't shell me, conductor. I really. Then they want to be for chats, and you just like, don't touch me. I remember this one time, my mom, and then look, guys, like, come sit here. No, last one. I would just appreciate, as people,
I love how
as taxi owners, you always want your taxi to be in the best condition as possible. Please always make sure that there's not pokey things standing out. My skirt has ripped on my way to work, as in like by my behind.
her ass.
Okay, no, by my ass. And can you imagine the slaz? Now I'm literally having to walk in the mist during the people with a bobo on my skirts. Absolutely not. So I would definitely like Uguti. Are the screws everywhere? Are there cushions, covering where things are popping out? Because I don't want to get to work malfunctioning outfits.
My 3 likes are, I think, I just like the ubuntu-ness sometimes that will be in the taxi. Like there'll be like a togetherness. I don't get a driver, hey. Like when he's driving, you know what I'm saying? Like if he's driving badly, he'll be a driver, full of figure,
My favorite one is when you're shouting after robot driver, and then driver doesn't care because the music screams are in.
Yeah, and
then the whole choir after robot driver.
I love children in taxis.
Aww.
They're my fave. Especially mothers with children that don't want to pay. Those are my fave. Gonna. That's my fave.
And the conductor's like, Mama, uzohlala phezu kwakho okanye phezu kwesitulo, because if uhlala phezu kwesitulo uzabhatala.
Mama lo, ngeke. I got you under 5. Ngeke. That argument between Ustapa no Mama Nengane, favorite. It's like a love-hate. Like when you come out with something, keep your peace. How you're a stranger. I don't know you.
But let's share.
Because why not? We're in this taxi together, right?
I actually really enjoy the taxi conductor personalities. There are so many. I mean, there are some that I've seen very, very, like every text I'm like, oh, I remember this guy from the last time, you know. I love their energy and I love the commitment to the job. I think for the most part, like often people always assume Uguti, you know, they just here to collect our money. These people take the job so seriously. So taxi conductors, they also in Cape Town are referred to as gajis. I don't really know why. Some people actually find it offensive. I don't know if it's offensive or
what does the word mean?
I don't know, babes. So for the sake of trying to be PC, I will call them taxi conductors, but in Cape Town, gajis. In Joburg, we don't actually have any. You are the gaji in your own taxi.
Apparently now in Durban, they're called sliding door operators.
Okay. So music. I mean, I'm in two minds about it. Personally, taxis in Durban are my
ultimate.
Okay. Listen. Say clapping. And I think Bongeka once shared this thought this one time, and she was like, the most frustrating thing is you hear the best home track and then there's no indication of who's the singer, who's the what. It's just track one on the thing. And then the last thing, I actually enjoy old people in taxis. Sometimes I'm not the best chatty person in a taxi, but like when an older person loves to chat to me, it's my absolute favorite. They ask who I am, where I'm going, they tell me their life story. Like I've met some really awesome like grandparents and like whether it's older, like grandfathers or grandmothers on taxis who have the most amazing stories to tell. So those are actually my favorites. I love listening to, also just eavesdropping on other people's stories. I'm a fan.
Thanks for watching another episode of Pap Culture, guys. As you saw, guys, all the times we are trying to act like, oh my god, public transport, like, you know, we see white people here in Cape Town. We have white people that take taxis, so you're always like, oh my god, it's safe. I mean, no one's talking about it's not safe. It's just hard being in the taxi.
We got to talking to more people in the taxi, and there's actually a lot more that we don't know about what goes on in terms of how they decide on pricing and all that kind of vibe. And I think the weird thing is, after complaining about fluctuating prices, I ended up paying 10 Rand from town to Claremont.
And she just paid 850 to get to town, to then pay 10 Rand to go home.
But anyway, so I got an explanation. It makes so much more sense. And hopefully we can find those guys again so that you guys can actually hear the ins and outs, because there's a whole taxi association. But I think it was an interesting episode, just to get an insight in terms of our taxi wars, what we hate, what we dislike. Subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We are on Twitter now. Twitter at Pap Culture SA as usual. So do the damn thing. Follow us. Do everything. Go. Hope Bonga puts go.